What's up, guys? We're back for the painting day on the Z4. We've got the front bumper on, we've got the hood on. You guys probably saw that in the last episode. So here's what's in store for today. I'm gonna get side skirts on, rear bumper. Freddie is going to install the suspension right now, I believe. And then we are gonna paint this entire car and ride off into the sunset. Time for a little update. We got the passenger side skirt all the way finished, mounted up, bumpers on. Had to do a little bit of glazing putty work after my fiberglass work, and that's looking good, so I'll sand that up in a second. Tavares is slamming the whip. He's installing our BC racing coilovers that I showed you guys in the last episode. We decided, since this car is a really just for fun car, we're gonna drop it real low and just kind of see what happens. So the bottom side of this side skirt is not quite yet attached, so I'm gonna jump under there and do that right now. All right, guys, I did some stuff. I forgot what it is. It's very late. But Freddie finished installing our BC Racing coilovers. Great job, Freddie. Somebody commented in the last episode that I forgot to put a link to your channel in the description. So, guys, links in the description. He built that. I heard it go vroom today. Anyways, I'm going to teach him how to take this off the jack stands, and then we're going to see how it stands stance-wise. All right, guys, we plugged in the headlights, and Freddie just finished up with the front. We dropped it down. It didn't, like, completely just demolish, slam it. It's still very drivable, but that's a really low setting, so that's where we're going to leave it. I think it looks really good there, like a usable level of low. So Freddie is going to jump on the rear suspension. Myself, Andrew, the co-star of Wrench Every Day with Freddie, and Eric over here are gonna jump into the bodywork side of things. We're gonna be cleaning the surface really well, scuffing all this garbage paint with some 600 grit sandpaper, and masking off things that we don't want to paint. All right, the car has been completely scuffed and sanded up. Any bits of orange peel or anything that they had in the previous clear coat, we sanded out, and we have cleaned this thing up pretty thoroughly. We did another clean down, and then we blew it down with some compressed air. So next thing we're gonna do is mask everything off to prepare it for paint, and then one more cleanup, and it's ready to get it in the booth. Every build begins with 2 a.m. paint jobs. All right, guys, it's 2:14 a.m. We are masked off. We are cleaned up. We're doubly cleaned up. We're doubly masked off. We're ready to roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the car into the paint booth. We're going to cover all the wheels with some trash bags, make sure the wheels and tires don't get sprayed on. because we want to sell those on Craigslist later. And we're gonna get that car into the booth and we're gonna start to spray our black. So what you're gonna see me doing next is spraying the black. Black is gonna go over things like this right here, this lower part right there, the roof, the mirrors, and then some stuff in the back. Well, this tent was a phenomenal paint booth, I really got to say. I got to give it props. Everything's been really coming out really good. So all we're doing is spraying the black through here, spraying the black on the roof, and spraying the black on the front. So now Freddie and I are taping off the areas that are not going to be silver, meaning taping off all the dedicated black areas. So that's going to be what I just talked about. And then I'm going to come back in here, tack rag everything down because we got, like, you know, this little bit of overspray, tack rag everything down, and then we're going to spray our silver. Oh yeah, you guys don't know the color of the car. The car is going to be colored Hockenheim silver metallic. It's a color that we found at the BMW dealership off of a silver M2 that you probably saw 2 episodes ago or something like that, maybe 1 episode ago. Love the color. I think it's going to look good with this aggressive body kit. We decided to go with that. All right, we are all masked off, so all the black parts that we're keeping are completely covered up. Roof, front part, rear part. Completely forgot about the side mirrors, but we're gonna go back and we're gonna rattle can those. I think I can pull that off. Anybody want to guess what time it is? Just in your head right now, if you're watching, guess what time it is. It's 5 a.m. That's right. Perfect time to paint your car. So as you can see, we got a lot of build up from the black overspray, the fog in this thing. So our tack cloth is going to be more important than ever. We're going to tack cloth this thing down really well. The paint gun is spraying extremely well, and we're getting very low levels of contamination of any kind. So I think I have a good shot at doing a really good paint job here. So I'm taking this very seriously, even though it is 5 a.m. and the paint's not going to have really enough time to dry truly till tomorrow. But we got a strategy for heating this thing up tomorrow. So next color is the gray, the Hockenheim. Well, it's a silver, Hockenheim silver metallic. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up right now, and we will start spraying. I apologize about the camera angles in here, guys. It's a tight fit. It's a very tight fit. All right, well, we finished up with the silver on the car. It looks really cool. I can't wait to get this thing out in the sunlight. You really can't bounce the light off of the colors inside the paint very well in here. And then I also unmasked the roof and the back here. Now, when we were talking about doing this car, we actually talked a lot about doing a satin paint job. And interestingly enough, time has kind of just forced our hand. It's 7:30 right now on the last day of the build. And I might have put a little bit too much paint on the hood, and there's still some spots that are drying up. Well, if I let it dry until morning, or let it dry a little bit more before I put clear on, we would have wet clear coat for our last day of our build, and that just can't do because we got to drive this thing around and stuff like that. So we're going to go with the matte finish. It's more of like a satiny matte finish. You know, light definitely bounces off here. You can see how it looks. I think it's going to look really cool because this color that we chose is definitely a good candidate for this. It'll probably look a lot like my Aston Martin, which I very much like. And you can see how well a matte finish shows body lines, and our bumpers and everything are really badass. So it's going to accentuate that look a little bit. So basically what I'm saying, paint is done. Alright guys, well that is the end of today's episode, which is now tomorrow. So I'm right on schedule. It's morning time. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. You can see it's light outside. I'm gonna go get some breakfast, and then we'll get started on the final day. So please tune in for the next episode, the finale episode, where we'll put all the rest of the fun bits on this car, see how it looks, go take it for a drive, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Please remember to like and subscribe. Peace! Come on.